Hello, welcome to this tutorial. In this video, I'll be demonstrating how we calculate the profits for different scenarios of the firm which has an opportunity to practice price discrimination. Now, price discrimination is a situation where a firm is able to segment the market or differentiate the market and then charge different prices for the same product. All right. So now the whole idea of doing this in economics is to try and understand, to say, should the firm practice price discrimination, or they should just charge the same fee for that particular product. So we assess to see whether price discrimination is good for the firm or charging a single price is good, by looking at the profit outcomes between the two scenarios. So I'll begin. The firm practices price discrimination, and the market is segmented as follows. So there is market 1, where we have Q1 is equal to 32 minus 0.4 P1. Okay, so this is the demand equations for the two markets, demand in market 1 and demand in market 2. All right. So now here the examiner says the quantity, the demand curve for market 2 is quantity 2 is equal to 18 minus 0.1 P2. Then the total cost function for the firm is 50 plus 40Q. Calculate the profit maximizing output prices. Calculate the profit maximizing output, prices, and profit. All right. So the examiner did not indicate to say this firm is operating in a perfect competition. No. And probably maybe the firm which is operating in a perfect competition might not discriminate the price because they are price takers. All right. So all we know is that profit setting is at a point where marginal revenue should equal to marginal cost. Okay. So to begin with, if I want marginal revenue, I'll need total revenue, which is basically price multiplied by quantity. And in this case, if the demand equation is given in such a setup where I have P inside there, maybe the best way is to make P the subject to the formula and make Q the term inside. Okay? So I'm starting with this firm. So I'll say Q1 is equal to 32 minus 0.4 P1. Okay, I can remove the 1 there so that it just becomes P and Q, and then I can just call this as firm 1. Let me just say firm 1, not firm 1, sorry, market 1. It's the same firm practicing price discrimination. So market 1 here. So market 1 we have Q is equal to 32 minus 0.4 P. I've removed the ones there so that there is no confusion whatsoever. Then I'm making P the subject to the formula. This will close to come this side. It will be positive 0.4 P is equal to 32 minus Q. And then 0.4 here, 0.4 there, 0.4 there. Okay? So P is equal to 32 divided by 0.4. I have 80. 1, there is a 1 here which you cannot see. Always when you have something like Q, it's as good as Q1, or you have negative Q, it's as good as negative 1 Q. Alright, so there is a 1 here in front of the Q. So 1 divided by negative 1 divided by 0.4. I have negative 2.5 Q. I have this equation, and then from this equation I can now calculate the total revenue, where we say P is equal to Q. And my total revenue now is the P here can be replaced by the entire, because we are saying P is equal to that, by this entire expression. So we have 80 minus 2.5 Q, and then this Q here will be outside. So I have the P here and the Q there. So my total revenue is 80Q minus 2.5 Q squared. And then I'm derivating this one to find the marginal revenue. This will be 80. We know how to derivate by now. There's a video where I demonstrated how to do this. 1 multiplied by 80 is 80. This is raised to the power 1. So the power multiplied by 80 is 80. And then this power 1 minus 1 is 0. Anything raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. So this Q will become a 1. When it becomes a 1, 80 multiplied by 1, it will just mean 80. And then here we will say 2 multiplied by 2.5, that's 5. And then we will say 2 minus 1, that's 1. So it will just be Q instead of raising to the power 1. So that's my marginal revenue. And then the total cost, where is the total cost function? The total cost function is here. From there, I want the marginal cost. Okay? So this is the total cost. From this total cost, I can find the marginal cost. So as I derivate, I will leave out this one since it doesn't have a Q. But this one I will derivate, it has a Q to the power 1. So 1 multiplied by 40 will be 40. And then 1 minus 1 will be 0. Anything raised to the power 0, this Q will turn into a 1 or 2, it will collapse, as the case would be. Okay, so now I have that. Marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. My marginal revenue is 80 minus 5Q is equal to marginal cost, which is 40. Okay, we can solve for Q now here. The 80 will go that side, negative 5Q here, 40, this will become a negative 80. 40 minus 80 will be negative 40. And then this will be negative 5Q, negative 5 this side, negative 5 this side. Q is equal to 40, negative 40 divided by negative 5, that's 8. 8 units. So our Q is basically 8. From this, we can calculate what our P is. Since we know to say P is equal to 80 minus 2.5. Where there is Q there, I'll put 8. 80 minus 2.5 Q. So 2.5 multiplied by 8. That's 20. So 80 minus 20, therefore price is equal to 60. Alright? So I found the price and the quantity. Alright? So from here, I can find the profit. My profit is total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue is given by price multiplied by quantity. And then the total cost function I have is here. The total cost function is 50 plus 40Q. So total revenue is price is 60 multiplied by 8. 50 plus 40, where there is Q, I'll put 8 there because my quantity is 8. And then 60 multiplied by 8, I have 480 here. 40 multiplied by 8, I have 320. plus 50, 370. The profit for here is 480 minus 370, which is 110. That's the profit that we are generating in market 1. So now I'll go to market 2. Market 2, Q is equal to 18 Q is equal to 18 minus 0.1 P. All right? And then I make P the subject of the formula. I multiply everywhere 0.1 here, 0.1 there, 0.1 there. My P will be, I'll divide everywhere by 0.1. 180 here, 1 divided by 0.1 is 10 Q. I can find total revenue here. Price multiplied by quantity. My price is this. And then we can have our marginal revenue from the total revenue. We know how to derive it by now. So that would be 180 minus 20Q. Okay? From here, the marginal cost we already have, we calculated. Remember, marginal cost is 40. So MRR is equal to MC. $180 minus 20Q negative 20Q here. 40, 180 goes that side to be negative. Negative 20Q is equal to negative 140. Seven, I guess. Q is equal to 7. I can find my price, this one. Where there is Q, I'll put 7. My price is 110 here. So with this information now, I can calculate the profit. What do I need? Do I need this? I don't need this, but I need the profit for here. For now, maybe I can remove this. Profit is equal to total revenue minus total cost. And our total revenue will be price multiplied by quantity. So for this one, the quantity was 7 and the price was 110. Okay? what are we going to have as our total cost? 50 plus 40Q. Where there is Q there, we can replace now by 7. This gives us 770. This gives us 330. The profit is 440. In market what? In market 2. So we've got 2 profits. In market 1, the profit was 110. In market 2, the profit is 440. All right. So the total profit, if we are practicing price discrimination, is basically 550. Yeah, 440. 440 plus 110, that's it. 550. If we are practicing price discrimination. Let's see a situation where we are not practicing price discrimination. We are charging a single price. For this one, we need to combine the demand function for the 2 markets by adding them. So we'll sum quantity 1 plus quantity 2. We don't sum them as P's. We sum them as quantities because the quantity is identical. Remember, the product is the same. What was different was the prices. So I have 32 here. Minus 0.4p plus this other demand function 18. 18 minus what? 0.1 p. So the total quantity now here will be 32 plus 18. I have 50. And then we have negative 0.4p minus 0.1 p. I have 0.5 p here. So that's my Q. Remember the rules? We make P the subject to the formula. So here I have 0.5p is equal to 50 minus Q. Now here we are going to divide both sides by 0.5. So P will be equal to this gives me 100 here. 1 divided by 0.5, I guess it gives me a 2. 2Q. From here I can find my total revenue by simply saying PQ. Alright? By simply saying PQ. And my P is 100 minus 2Q. And then I have the Q there. This will give me 100Q minus 2Q squared. To derivate it so that I can get my marginal revenue, I have 100 here minus 4Q. So now I can equate this. I can say marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. I already have my marginal cost. I already calculated the marginal cost. The marginal cost was calculated as 40 there. I'll pick it the way it is. So 100 minus 4Q is equal to 40. The 100 goes that side. Negative 100. Negative 4Q is equal to negative 60. Negative 4 this side. Negative 4 the other side. And then my Q therefore will be equal to 60, negative 60 divided by negative 4, which is basically 15. With this, I can find the price. P is equal to 100 minus 2Q. Where there is Q here, I can put 15. 100 minus 30 is 70. All right. Let's see if we can find the profit for this firm. The profit for this firm, yes, if it charged a single price. Total revenue minus total cost. Okay? Total revenue, of course, it's price multiplied by quantity. And our price is 70. And our quantity is 15. The total cost is 50 plus 40Q. Where there is Q there, I'll place 15. So 70 multiplied by 15, I get 1050 minus 50 plus 40 multiplied by 15, I obtain 650. So now 1050 minus 650, I obtain a 400 as the profit. Now we can discuss what is good for the firm. Should they practice price discrimination or they should charge a single fee? The answer is actually they need to practice price discrimination. Look at them. When they practice price discrimination in market 1, they made a profit of 110. In market 2, they made a profit of 440. So the aggregate profit for practicing price discrimination is 550. And the total profit for not practicing price discrimination but just to charge a single fee is 400. So 550 is better than 400. Hence, the firm should opt to practice price discrimination. Thank you.